In Kansas City, Missouri, a different little girl looked forward to waving at her local police officer every day from the window. The friendly hello ended up saving her life one day. Find out what happened to Clint and how both she and Officer Jeff Colvin's lives changed forever. At 9 years old, Clint Scales found her first hero, a local police officer who was assigned to make the rounds in her neighborhood every day. The police officer enjoyed the friendly interaction and would wave back. Every day, the pair would exchange hellos, often brightening otherwise hard days. Clint Scales grew up in Kansas City, Missouri. During the 1990s, when she was a little girl, she would help her mom take care of her two younger brothers. To anyone on the outside, she seemed like just another young girl living a normal life. Her life, however, was anything but normal. The house that Clint Scales grew up in with her brothers and mother was in a rough neighborhood. It was no place for a child to have to grow up, but it was the reality of Clint's situation. Making matters worse, Clint's mother was rarely home, having to work ruthless hours to keep a roof over her family's heads. As the oldest sibling in a household with an absentee parent, Clint took responsibility for her brothers. She knew they needed to eat, so she would walk through her dangerous neighborhood to go to 7-Eleven. Without money to pay for the essentials, young Clint was forced to steal what she needed to survive. The troubled life of Clint and her brothers is heartbreaking to think about. No child should grow up without a childhood, and that's essentially what happened. Clint became a mother to her brothers, and her love drove her to do whatever needed to be done for their well-being, even at her own health's decline. This was the officer who ended up driving by Clint's house every day, becoming a light in an otherwise dark world. Their daily exchange became expected and highly anticipated. Not only did the unnamed police officer drive by Clint's house every day to make sure she was safe, he told her that he was there to protect her. This dedication helped Clint get through even her darkest times. Those words would come to me during the worst times of my childhood life. It wouldn't be long until this promise would be fulfilled, proving to Clint that good still existed in the world. Little Clint Scales quickly grew attached to her new friend. He was the one person that I trusted in my life as a kid. Their greeting had become Ka, and considering the neighborhood Clint lived in and the responsibilities she had as a mother, her missing her daily greeting was a troubling warning sign that something wasn't right. Cautiously, the police officer approached the Scales household and let his instincts take over. What he found when he opened the door was devastating. Little Clint was laying on the floor, struggling to take a single breath. The officer rushed Clint to the emergency room, where all he could do was wait. We know now that Clint survived, but imagine being this officer with no idea what was happening. We can't imagine how hard it must have been to helplessly wait outside of the emergency room. Luckily for the police officer, his quick thinking saved Clint's life. At the hospital, it was determined she had suffered a severe episode of malnutrition. If he hadn't have found her at the time he did, there's a good chance Clint would not be alive to. Shortly after the incident, Clint moved with her family to Texas. She was never able to say thank you to the man who had saved her life. Knowing it's never too late, Clint set out 20 years later to track down her unnamed hero. One of the first things Clint did when she began searching for her hero was to post about her experience online. She didn't know who might see what she was posting, but she stayed optimistic. Her optimism paid off when she saw a comment by Jennifer Jones. Jones was a sergeant with the Kansas City Police and saw Clint's story. She told Clint she thought she knew the officer being described. In 2016, an officer named Jeff Colvin opened an email from Jennifer Jones. The email talked about Clint and the story she wrote about online. She explained there was a little girl who lived down the street from the station Colvin worked at was grown up and looking for her guardian angel. Colvin recognized the story right away. He knew who Clint was and knew that the little girl whose life he saved was able to grow up. Years of worry and wondering were flushed away with joy and happiness. Just as Clint Scales had never forgotten about Jeff Colvin, he had never forgotten her either. As he said, I had actually thought about her and wondered whatever happened with her. Now he didn't have to wonder anymore, He knew the truth. The truth made him ecstatic. He was overwhelmed with happiness to learn that Clint was alive. He was also incredibly touched she remembered him and had reached out to find him. The only thing left to do was be reunited with Clint. After 20 years not knowing what had happened to the other, Calvin and Clint reunited in person. Both were overwhelmed with emotions. Clint even broke down in tears upon seeing her childhood hero again. She admitted that she thought it would never happen. Calvin's life was changed by the reunion too. He had spent so long on the force dealing with more failures than successes, he was losing his passion for the job. Seeing Clint reignited a fire inside him. When Jeff Calvin saw Clint for the first time in 20 years, something amazing happened. His passion for the job returned. He said, most times we go through our career not realizing we truly helped anybody out. I wondered if I was even in the right career path. Officer Calvin, at that moment, knew without a doubt he had made the right career choice. He then learned that his choices led to making a unique career choice of her own. Inspired by her childhood hero, Clint Scales revealed to Calvin that she applied to be a police recruit in Houston. His heroics had led her down her own path to become a police officer and work to make a positive impact on the lives of those around her. The surprises didn't end there. Scales had been dreaming of this reunion for 20 years. Not only was Calvin her childhood hero and career inspiration, he was like a surrogate father to her. With that, she had one thing to tell him. As soon as Clint learned the name of her hero, she had a bracelet made with the words, Sergeant. Jeff Calvin, a true hero, engraved on it. She said she got the bracelet to honor her hero and friend, reiterating she sees him as her guardian angel. The story of Clint and Calvin proves the positive power that police officers can have on communities and individuals. Clint is the only person who has ever had her life changed by an officer, something she found out when her story went viral. Knowing there are few things as powerful police stations as community outreach, the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department shared the story online. Her story went viral instantly, with many people inspired to share their own amazing stories about police officers. Knowing there are few things as powerful police stations as community outreach, the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department shared the story online. Her story went viral instantly, with many people inspired to share their own amazing stories about police officers. In today's world, police officers aren't always treated with respect, and the overwhelming support Clint and Calvin received was incredible. One comment read, I have great respect for all police, those who deserve it more than others. In this case, no one deserves more respect than Jeff Calvin for the time and care he took in protecting Clint during her time of need. And Clint has now made it her life's mission to pay it forward. Talking about her plans for the future, Clint chooses to focus her attention on the past. I hope one day I can become someone's hero or make a positive impact like you. Calvin did mine. With two kids of her own, Scales plans to start with them. Then with her new career, she plans to become an even bigger hero. Calvin's heroics showed her there was light in the dark. Now she sees it as a job to pay forward and show a new generation of lost souls that there is hope. The story of Sergeant. Jeff Calvin in Scales is one of sadness turned into happiness. It stands as proof that there's good in the world, and there are people committed to being good. This is important to remember, especially during tough times. After graduating from the Police Academy as of June 2018, Clint is officially a police officer. Can you guess who was in the audience cheering her on? Jeff Calvin and his wife, along with Jennifer Jones, all showed up to congratulate Clint on her accomplishment.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you have something to say, please leave a comment.